Welcome to the plug. Welcome to the plug. Welcome to the plug. The content creator plug. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your number one source for all your content creator needs, man. Y'all, welcome, welcome, welcome. First live stream on the content creator plug. So excited, so excited, so excited. Hey, this is the source. This is the real-time source for content creation. We will walk down every single step being a content creator. This is the first series, Becoming a Content Creator in 2025. Let's get to it. Thank y'all for coming. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here. Let's go ahead and dive deep into it. I won't hold you guys long. Let's do it. So, Becoming a Content Creator in 2025. What are some things that you think you would need to become a content creator? What are some things that you think you would need becoming the content creator? I want to know. I want to know what y'all think are tools and equipment to be a content creator. Well, first, guess what? You have to figure out what you're going to do content about. That's first. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to figure out what your content is going to be about. That's what you want to do. You want to make sure you have all your content in a bundle. You want to make sure you have your niche together. What is your niche? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. A niche is something that you can express and speak on and explain. Yes, it is. Niche is your main content strategy. The niche is your main content strategy. Yes, becoming a content creator in 2025. You should identify your niche first. Develop your content creation skills. Choose your platform. Build a content strategy. Consistently produce high quality content. And when I say high quality content, we're speaking upon making great videos, great intros, great outros, great dialogue, getting straight to the point, great thumbnails, all that play major parts in this content creation. It can be for many platforms. It doesn't have to be just for YouTube. It can be for Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. All of those things are content creation platforms, streaming platforms. The passion and expertise is your niche. That's your niche. Find your niche. Passion and expertise on a subject. That is your niche. Please pay attention. So just sit back and think, get a pen and paper, sit back and think some things that you can actually do and put down and have passion about it. And, give expertise tips and content on it. You want to make sure this is something that you like doing. This is definitely something you want to make sure you like doing. Niche, once again, passion and your expertise. Choose a topic you can genuinely passionate. Genuinely. You want to make sure it's genuine. You don't want to make up anything. You don't want to grift. But if you're passionate about it and have knowledge and to create authentic content, you got one. The niche is the ultimate goal when starting your content creation page. On multiple platforms, your niche is going to be always the thing. You want to do finance, you want to do living, you want to do travel, you want to do home goods, you want to do tech, you want to do relationships, you want to do anything that you're passionate about and you think that you can give your expertise on. That is your niche. Now, once you find out your niche, you have your base. You have your platform. You kind of know what you're going to be doing. You might, and honestly, you want to pick one niche. You don't want to spread it out, do this and do that. You don't want to add other niches into it. One niche, one goal. Make sure you have a target audience with your niche. Make sure people that you're giving your content to and sending your content to have the same type of feeling about your niche. They might need how-to videos. They might need your expertise on their niche also, or something that they're passionate about, but just can't seem to get it right together. So finding your niche is the first thing. Like I said, you're going to choose a topic you are genuinely passionate about and have knowledge into creating authentic content. That is your niche. Shout out to Roxy. So make sure your niche is what you want to do. Some people have a few niches. They have a few. And they don't understand. And they go back and forth with trying to figure out which one they want to do. The one that outrules everything is the one you really want to take serious. Like I said, it's what you're genuinely passionate about, not something because your friend made it up. This is coming straight from the Content Creator Plug. I'm giving straight tips, straight game. The main base, the main foundation is your niche. So if you want to talk about how to build lawnmowers, if you want to talk about how to make your grass green, you want to talk about how to wash your car, you want to talk about how to do your hair, like it's so many niches you could discuss. It's really a free fall. So that's your first thing. Figure out your niche. Without your niche, you have no content. Without your niche, you won't be a successful YouTube or streaming content creator, period. If you want to do gaming, do gaming. Shout out to TMKC. Do gaming. That will definitely get you far. But do know, with these niches, you have to know your limits and your restrictions on some of these niches, like the gaming. Some of these games are copyrighted. You can't put them on the screen like that. So, that's why I say take your time. Don't just come up with it in 1 day, 2 days, and just think that that's it. And that's the tell all be all. No. You want to take your time and write down everything that you're genuinely passionate about and break it down. That is your niche. That is your niche. Let's do it. So with that being said, next, you want to do market research on your niche. You want to do market research on your niche and find the ins and outs on your niche subject. Analyzing current trends and audience interests that identifies a niche with potential. You want to make sure your audience is on the same page as you, or they have interests in your niche. They have interests in what you want to talk about. If they like doing hair, they want to do nails or whatever, if that's your niche, you target to the proper audience. Analyze current trends to see how your niche falls in play. Analyze the current trends and figure out if the niche falls in line with your audience. That's what you got to do for sure. You got to make sure you analyze current trends. You have to do market research to figure out what all is going on with the niche in that time frame. And also you want to give, general statements on, failing also, because you also want to show people how to do things. You want to give tutorials. You want to give, step-by-step videos. You want to give tips. You want to give gems, all that good stuff. That's genuine expertise about something that you're very familiar with. That niche is going to pretty much outline your whole platform. The niche is going to outline your whole platform. Trust me. If you want to cook, do a cooking channel. Stick to the niche. The niche puts you in the right algorithm also. If you stick to your niche, you will definitely fall in the right hands. That's a fact. But, we don't want to get too deep in that part right now. Let's go to the next one. So, develop your skills. Goes back to the niche. It's going to always fall back to the niche. Developing your skills. What are you going to talk about? How are you going to talk about it? How are you going to arrange this content that involves your niche? How are you going to project the content involving your niche? Are you going to do pre-recordeds? Are you going to do live streams? Are you going to talk about certain parts of the niche? Like, are you going to dive deep into details with the niche? The niche is the base. It's the platform. YouTube pushes solid algorithms with solid niches. A lot of the niches that's going on right now, you got finance, a lot of this going, you got travel, that's going, you got a lot of food channels, you got a lot of workout channels, a lot of that stuff is going now. YouTube will push a channel with a solid niche that's very informative. That's a fact. So, content creation tools. Learn how to use relevant software for video editing or graphic design, writing or audio production, depending on your chosen format. So you always want to make sure you have the tools that you need to be able to project your content. Use relevant software, which means use up-to-date software. There's a lot of trial software that you can use that will pretty much get you through whatever you need to do, especially making thumbnails and just basic, editing. Yep, market research. You definitely want to do research on your niche to make sure you have all the tools, all the ins and outs, all the what ifs, all the what if the fails, because people are going to ask you a lot of questions about that niche. And you got to be able to tell them the good and the bad and the ugly. That's for sure. That is for sure. So, depending on your chosen format, you want to make sure you have all the, like I say, relevant software. You have all the audio production. You have all your plots and, intros and skits and, like your dialogue written down. You want to make sure you have all that down packed. The graphic designs, you want to make sure you do graphic designs supporting your niche. You want to be able to edit the content to push to actually project your, you want to be able to edit the videos to project your content. You have to have the proper graphic tools. You want visual aesthetics. You want to have visuals that project your niche. If you're genuinely passionate about this, it's going to all flow. You have to have proper software to be able to project your content on these streaming platforms. You want to also have technical knowledge, understanding basic practices for better content. You want to be able to expand your content, discoverability. You want to do SEO practices. SEO practices for better content. That means keywords, hashtags, controversial words, keywords surrounding the keyword. Like, you want to cover all ends with this. You want to cover all ends because your video could be talking about 3 or 4 different things, but it all lies under the same niche. So make sure you have knowledge of your niche, understanding the basic practices, just the basics, because a lot of people just want to know basics. Sometimes you don't even have to get too far down the line of technicality because, you're just starting your channel. So you're starting from where you would think people would want to know. So you have to have the knowledge about that too. Also, storytelling. So your ability to craft engaging narratives that connect with your audience. Storytelling. Make sure you have a camera. Make sure you look it in your camera when you're engaging with your audience. Make sure it looks like or feels like you're talking to the people. You have to be able to engage with the narratives that your niche provides. You have to be able to talk about it. That's why they said genuine, passionate expertise. So don't just grab and take off with any random niche that you think you know about. No, if there's nothing that you can talk about for hours, do not pick that niche. That niche is, like they say, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. The niche is a terrible thing to waste. You want to pick a specific niche that complements you and your expertise. That's a fact. You want to make sure you can engage with your audience with your genuine expertise because they want to know. They definitely want to know. You want to select your platforms. Are you going to do YouTube? Are you going to do Twitter? Are you going to do Facebook? Are you going to do Twitch? Going to do Kick? Make sure you select your platforms. If you want to stream to multiple platforms, that's fine also. That's fine also. That's definitely a way that you can, spread your channel, spread your name, get the content out to a lot of different people on different platforms. That's always a plus. So with that being said, with the platforms, you want to also have audience analysis. Identify where your target audience spends most time online. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, etc. You want to make sure you are in those time frames where your audience spends most time online. Engage in those time frames to have the best audience engagement. If YouTube tells you that your audience is online from 3 to 7, make sure that video or that live stream is produced between 3 and 7 on that day. Different days have different times. If you look at it, it'll definitely tell you. So you have to look at your audience analyst. You got to look at that if you really want to succeed as being a streamer. You have to look at your analytics. It's going to tell you everything you need to know, from age group, from where these people are from. So make sure all your platforms gives you analytics on what time your followers there. So the platform strength. With the platform strengths, consider each platform's unique features and format to optimize your content. If they have banners, make sure you use banners. If they have any type of GIF representing that niche, make sure you use those. Make sure you use unique features. Don't cut any corners on your content. Make sure you take your time and go all out. You want to remain unique. It might be 50 other people that's on the same page as you, that's doing the same content as you. But if your content stands out and it's unique, you will definitely get pushed in the algorithm. That's a fact. So make sure make sure that your platform have unique features and formats to optimize your content. Like the trial periods. The trial periods are sometimes good, but hey, let's keep it a buck. When you're using StreamYard and you see the duck up there, a lot of people don't like that. So put your logo. You want to invest in yourself. You want to invest in your platform. You want to invest in your genuine expertise, your niche. Invest in it. Take off with it. Study it. Sleep. Wake up, sleep. Like everything with your niche. Because that's going to get you to where you need to go. That's going to get you to your target audience. So another thing with being a content creator 2025 is build a content strategy. Build a content strategy. I know people who get, the little eraser boards, the little whiteboards, and they try to write it down for the week, everything that they're doing for the week. That's fine also. That's fine also. How you doing, Ms. Joy? And I'm gonna let y'all come up if y'all got questions about anything with the content. What up, TK? How you doing? But you definitely want to be unique. You definitely want to be unique with your content. You definitely want to, you want yours to stand out more than everybody else. That's just like if I post a video today and then the people from vidIQ post the same video tomorrow, you want to be able to be ranked in the same, key ranking as them. You want to be ranked right up there with them, because if their page has 120,000 views, yours only have 2,000 views, who do you think they're going to pick? But if your content is more, unique, they're definitely going your way. And YouTube definitely will push it. Definitely will push it. As long as the engagement is there, they definitely will push it. Yep, invest in your niche, that's for sure. That is a fact. So, with the content calendar, if you want to get like a calendar from Amazon or something, like the big desk calendar, it's kind of like big as your desk, or like I say, I know people who got like the little whiteboards. Plan your content schedule with specific topics, posting dates, and formats. That will definitely ease a lot of stress. Planning your content schedule with specific topics involving your niche, posting dates and formats, meaning, different formats for different platforms. If it's a faces channel, if it's a reaction channel, like, make sure you post in specific times that your analytics tell you to. That also helps you plan your content. Go look at your analytics and it'll tell you the time frame that you need to post, or the time, the time bracket that you need to to post. So that helps you plan your content. Spread it out throughout the week. YouTube only really recommends when you're monetized 4 videos a month. And that's high quality videos. So take your time. Don't rush it. There's no need to rush because it will backfire. Promise you. It won't do what you want it to do because you rush. As long as it's detailed, informative. Content pillars. Define key themes or categories that align with your niche. Key themes. Come on. Categories. Breaking it down. Remember, you got to be passionate about this niche. So when it says themes and categories, everything surrounding that niche, you want your page to have the aesthetic, the theme of this, the theme of cooking with the plug. So you got all type of things that you cook. Like, you got categories. You got Friday food. You got game night food. You got Sunday dinner. Soul food. Who knows? Different. You might want hibachi one day. It's different categories. You can break it down to align with your niche and themes. So make sure you define that, the key themes. I always want to make sure the core of your niche. Make sure you know the core of your niche. That's going to always get you through. The categories come with it. Categories are like talking points. You always want to be consistent. Regularly produce high quality content to maintain audience engagement. That's what I'm saying. Don't cut corners on editing, people. Do not cut corners on editing. Do not cut corners on, your theme. Do not cut corner of, call to action, which is telling people to hit the like button, subscribe. Make sure you have a call of action, but produce high quality content. Make sure your visuals are nice. Don't have it crappy and slow and laggy and just overwhelming. No, people want to see normal things. Less is more. Less is definitely more. Get straight to it, but make it unique, make it stand out, make it yours. Maintain the audience engagement. A lot of people might like your intro. A lot of people might like your bullet points. Like, make sure you maintain audience engagement. Keep them looking, keep them, tuned into your platform. Keep them in tune. Make them feel like they're getting something very valuable from you. Create compelling content. Visual appeal. Invest in quality visuals, images, videos to grab attention. I just told you, when you got stuff flying across your screen and transitioning so well and smooth, people seem to, they seem to go towards that way. They want to see some, blow up. They want to see some turn or flip. They want to see, quality visuals. Invest in your software to be able to produce this type of quality. I'm telling you, a lot of stuff that they do, you got to have a major video card to be able to produce that type of content, like the blurs and all that. It takes a mean video card to be able to produce a good blur. But make sure you have quality visuals. That's almost like a B-roll. B-roll is like, a lot of extra, categories or images or visuals that surround the niche that you're talking about or the category of your niche that day. Make sure you have, extra visuals to support whatever you're talking about. If it's a bullet chart, if it's a pie chart, if it's like extra visuals explaining something, make sure you put all that in there to support your, to support your content, to back up your content. So people have any doubt, you have extra visuals, images, and videos to support it. Engaging narratives. Tell stories that resonate with your audience and evoke emotion. Spark curiosity. You always want to evoke emotions. You want people to be tuned in. You want people to really feel what you're talking about. That's why they say passionate expertise. You have to be passionate about this niche. I'm telling you, don't just pick a niche because your homegirl wants to do this. No, we're not doing that today. Pick what you're talented at doing. If you play the drums well and you know how to play the drums and you can do how-to videos on how to play the drums, that might be one of your niches. If you're passionate about it, if you could talk about it for a long period of time and keep your audience engaged, that might be what you need. So take your time with that niche. Take your time with that niche. I know when I first got into content creation, it took me like a month to really figure out my niche because there was a lot of stuff I wanted to do. But at the end of the day, my end goal was to start off a certain way and then finish out a certain way. And it's working right now. I always want to evoke emotions. You always want people to be really tuned in to, you know what I'm saying, to get positive feedback. You want to evoke emotions. That's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. How you doing, Dr. Quantum? How you doing, Dr. Quantum? Let's see who else. And salute to the people in the chat too. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Always have a plan. She said, quantify and qualify your content. Nah, it's gotta be unique. If you want to sit with everybody else, do something normal, do some regular stuff, do some stuff that don't even, that's not, it's bland. When people make, foods and it's not seasoned, it's just bland, that's what your content will look like. Bland content. Who wants to have bland content that everybody is seeing somewhere else? Trend awareness. Make sure you up to date on trends. There's ways you can find trending topics on your niche. And that'll be something that we talk about later. It's resources and third parties that help you with your trends, the trending topics or trending awareness in your niche. Stay updated on current trends and incorporate them into your content. Yeah, you got to. That keeps you updated, that keeps you in the loop, that keeps you in the algorithm. You have to stay updated with the trends awareness. There's a lot of sources that would help you with a lot of the trends of your niche. That's why the market research is always going to be number one also. You have to do the market research of what's going on in modern time of your niche. But you also have to get the back history of your niche also so you can be able to, substantiate your content. You actually want to, you want to tell them like how this might have came about. That's why they say tell stories that resonate to your audience. That's engagement. So engage with your audience. Respond to comments. Come on. Responding to comments is always a good thing. You make the chat feel like they're part of the show. You make the people feel like they're special. Actively interact with your followers by replying to comments and messages. Always interact with your followers, with your chat. Always interact with your chat. You might change somebody's life. You might change somebody's whole thought process of doing something. Always answer questions and messages. Always actively interact with your followers. Like literally actively, like during the show, go back and forth with the chat all the time. That's another part of engagement that makes them feel comfortable, that makes them want to come back to the show, that makes them feel like they're important, makes them feel like they're included with all this. Makes them feel like, hey, who doesn't want to hear their name called on the YouTube or the Twitch or the Kick? It makes them feel good. Live streams. Now, live streaming is definitely engagement. We all know that pre-recordeds work way better, but they do have the pre-recorded premiere, which means it's almost like a live stream. When you watch it, everybody else watches it with you and you can engage with the chat. Always premiere. Utilize live features to have real-time interactions with your audience. That real-time interaction with your audience ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. It's real time, literally real time. Different time zones, but literally real time. Community building. Encourage discussions and collaborations within your community. That's your audience. Make sure you post on your community tab or the tab that lets you kind of, give like bulletins or, messages or, upcoming events. Encourage discussions and collabs. If there's somebody else in your niche that's doing something totally different and y'all can make a hell of a show, Reach out. There's nothing wrong with reaching out to other content creators for collaborations. That's a fact. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. Matter of fact, collaborations will get you hey, they people might not be following you. Now you're traveling through different algorithms. Monitor your analytics. Just talked about that. Monitor your analytics, people. Don't play with your analytics. I'm telling you, don't play with it. Don't play with your analytics, because that's going to help you be successful on your streaming platform. If they say Monday between 2 and 9, make sure you are live or pre-recorded between 2 and 9. Now, we're going to get to the part where, posting too much also. That'll be another day, part of this becoming a YouTube or becoming a streamer in 2025 series. This is just part one. We're just breaking down the basics. We're going to get all to it. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Adapt your strategy. Adapt your strategy. When I say monitor analytics, track key metrics. Track your key metrics. Like on Tuesday, if you got a lot of people that's 21 through 40 on at 5, and everybody, like, track your metrics. Make sure you are engaged and in tune at that time to provide your audience the content. Analyze your content performances. Use platforms analytics to identify what works and what needs improvement. The analytics will tell you if your video did successful or not. Now, I said we wasn't gonna get into that part, but it's like it's calling me. Now, when you watching your analytics, you gotta be able to respect the analytics. You gotta be able to move in the way the analytics tell you to. You can't expect a different outcome moving different and your analytics telling you something totally different, because you're definitely going against the grain. So make sure you pay attention to your analytics. It'll tell you what stream is good, what stream is not good, so you can kind of go off, moving forward. You can, kind of make videos that everybody likes, and they'll tell you in your analytics what they like. When you adapt your strategy, adjust your content based on data insights to optimize reach and engagement. See what I'm saying? If they tell you going at 4, make sure you're going at 4. I promise you will get everything you need to get. But it's crazy because people will say, well, don't go on at this time because it's a lot of people going on this time. Even if you post a pre-recorded, there's a lot of people posting pre-recordeds today. It doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with you. If your analytics tell you to do that at that time frame, that means previously you've been successful at doing it. That means it's telling you to go on because it's a lot of your subscribers on. You can get a lot of engagement regardless of who's on at that time. It does not matter. If they tell you to do this and do that at that time frame, make sure you respect the analytics. Like they say, adjust your content based on data insights to optimize the reach. Yeah, I'm telling you, if everybody's on at 12 on Sunday, make sure you on. You're optimizing your reach. I'm trying to tell you. Monetization. Who doesn't want to be monetized, right? Who doesn't want to be monetized? Who doesn't want to be monetized? That's the whole goal, right? Getting monetized is the whole goal. Isn't that right? Doesn't everybody want to be monetized? To get paid for what you're doing? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? I see Rogue C in the chat. She taking her notes. Any questions so far on anything you guys need to know about becoming a content creator? I know this is not my regular crowd, but hey, we're going to engage the way we're going to engage. Like, hey, we got to do better. We got to push out the stuff YouTube wants us to push out. That's why analytic monitoring is the best thing ever they could have did. Yep. I'm gonna have a little Q&A. Let me see. Just in case y'all want to come up and ask questions about what we talked about so far. These videos won't be long at all. They're actually pre-recorded, so I'm doing. But at the same time, you know, it's just off a live stream, but we'll get it together. So I put the link in the chat if y'all want to come up and ask questions, you know, call in and ask questions about what we talked about so far. A quick Q&A. I don't know if we move it too fast or not. Like I say, this is just the basics. We're going to have a whole series on this, probably twice a week. The next stream will probably be probably be Wednesday. Yep. The next stream will definitely probably be Wednesday. But I'm literally following analytics on this channel. I'm not doing it when I want to. I'm not doing it when I feel like. I'm literally going to follow everything they tell me to do to see if I can get the highest success rate with my channel. That's what I'm going to do. So anybody have questions? I got answers, hopefully. And hopefully, you know, we can help somebody move forward today and be more prosperous with their channel and have more confidence in their channel. A lot of people don't have confidence in their channel. A lot of people do not have confidence in their channel. And guess what? It makes them fail after 3 months. Makes them fail after 3 months. Hearing that you need 4,000 watch hours scares you, don't it? It scares you, don't it? It's so simple. I looked at my analytics the other day. I had almost 5,900 watch hours in 28 days on my other channel that's monetized. 5,900 watch hours in 28 days. Yep. But what the analytics said. Make sure you're using your analytics. Okay. So let's move forward. No Q&A. Let's see. Now the monetization strategies, I really want to save that for the next one. Yeah, because we're still, you know, we're trying to become content creators. We don't want to get to the monetization too fast. So I'll save that for the next one. I'll say that for the next one, but we do want to be able to, like I said, respond to the comments. Make sure you check in the chat. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it really is once you get your flow, once you get your template of like, you know, how you know, like your intro. You never want a long drawn out intro. You're going to get an average of about 10 seconds of, you know, somebody's attention span is, these days you get about 10 seconds from them. If it's not catching them, they're going to definitely click off. They're going to definitely click off. And that's where the CTR comes through, which is the click-through rate. We'll talk about that later also. Today, we're just pretty much going off what gives you that confidence of being a streamer in 2025. It's all about the niche. It's all about the niche. When you have that niche, you can talk about it for hours. Your engagement should be right on point. If you're targeting the right audience, that means, you know, with hashtags, keywords, you know, everything that sparks curiosity about your niche, everyone that's in that same field, they should be tuned in also. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a million other people probably doing the same niche. Like I say, consistent quality content will definitely get you put on a different level on YouTube. That's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. I really enjoyed everybody being here. Really enjoyed everybody being here today. How to be a content creator 2025. You can't go wrong. Just make sure you get you a pen and pad and hold on to it. Hold on to it. Go watch other channels that's in your niche. Go watch other channels that's in your niche. A lot of ways I'll be able to, you know, talk to you guys is through Discord. Discord, we can share our screens. We can watch everything that we do. You know, it can be one-on-one, all the bells and whistles. So if you do need to talk to me in the Discord, I will definitely drop the Discord link for you to be able to join the Discord so we can have conversations about these topics of being a content creator. So you can be the best you can be with being a content creator. So, with that being said, I hope it's not overwhelming. I hope it's not stressful. This is just part one. We got a few, well, I'm not even going to say a few. We got a nice little list of parts that we're going to get through of having your niche together, having your content together, having your software together. We're going to talk about everything, equipment, everything that you need to be a content creator. We definitely are going to go over. Definitely going to go over. This is just the first stream. Part one of the series. We got plenty more to go. But I did put the link in the chat if anyone wants to come up and ask questions about their page, or if they want me to go over some things like, something that they're doing right now that they might not be successful with. What are they doing wrong? So yeah, we definitely going to get to it. The whole thing is about the niche, something that you're genuinely passionate about. So what are you guys genuinely passionate about? For me, it would be tech. It would be software. It'll be a lot of like graphics, building computers, which is under tech. Don't be afraid to do something that other people might not respond to, or, like your friends might, try to pick at you because you're doing something that they didn't think you would do. If that's your niche, take off with it. Invest in your niche. Be confident in your niche. Your niche is your best friend. That's your whole platform, your niche. That's your whole platform. And as you grow on your streaming platform, that niche will expand into other categories, but still fall under the same niche. It's all about growth. It's all about being updated with the trends in your niche. Make sure you're paying attention to your analytics. Make sure you're paying attention to your analytics. They will tell you what to do, when to do it, and you will be successful. A lot of people don't listen. I had to learn the hard way, but I made it. So if you have any questions about a page that you have, a page that you're trying to start in the future, I put the link in the chat. We'll have a quick Q&A, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. Like I say, this is pretty much a pre-recorded video. I'm just doing it on the live stream, and then I'll break it down. But this is part one of the How to Become a Content Creator series. We got a lot to go. We're going to break it down. Every show will get better. Every show will get better. Like I say, the next time we go live might be Wednesday. But make sure your niche is something that you are confident in and you know what you're talking about. And if you had to express yourself about it and explain it, you can explain it with your eyes closed. Your niche is your whole form foundation. Your niche is your cash cow. Your niche is your platform. Your niche is your base. Your niche is everything YouTube, everything Twitch, Kick, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you want to talk about. Streaming on multiple platforms. Make sure you have the proper software. Telling you, it takes a little bit to give a little bit. Software might be a little pricey. Find something that's best for you. You don't have to get the best StreamYard. You don't have to get the best Restream. You don't have to get the best Zoom. Try OBS. OBS series coming soon also on the plug. This is the Content Creator Plug, the source for all content creation needs. You got to stay connected. You got to stay connected. You got to stay connected at the end of the day. Being connected with the meta, being connected with trends, being connected with your daily people real time, and put it all in one pot under your niche and produce high quality content. No one says this will go overnight. We know that. But if you really practice on engaging with audience, practice on, camera views, practice on, talking in the camera, all of that good stuff you're going to need to be a content creator. What is your niche? The niche is like everything. If you don't have a niche, you're going to be everywhere. You're going to be spread out everywhere. You're going to be everywhere. And it's not going to be in the right algorithm, so you'll be spread it out to where you will be an algorithm that you shouldn't be in, or you will be in feeds that you shouldn't be in. And that's where it gets real, real shaky. But hey, that's another part of the series. We're going to break this down. Over the next month, we're breaking down the basics so we can get to it. I want to be able to say that I got content creators monetized. That's the goal of this channel, getting content creators monetized, or people who have doubts about being content creation. We're going to give you the confidence, and we are going to put the E for effort, and we're going to produce it together. I'm not going to leave you in the dark. If you're really rocking, we can rock. Like I say, I have a Discord. We can do one-on-one, the whole nine. But it's really time consuming. So I hope y'all like the show. Hope y'all like the talking points we had today about the niche. Hope you guys got your pen and paper for your niche. Hope y'all doing your market research for your niche. Make sure that's the right niche. Don't ever cut yourself short on that. If it's something you like doing, talk about it. YouTube and all the other streaming platforms, they'll pay you monetary. They'll pay you monetary wages for it. I'm telling you, why not get paid? That's the whole goal. You never know. One video can go viral. That's another, series we'll have. So, hey, stay tuned in to the next time. Appreciate y'all for watching. This is the Content Creator Plug, the source for all your content creative needs. You gotta stay connected. That being said, see you guys later.